And we're back. I cannot believe Homer Barr is still going as strong as he is, but that man is a beast. I'm Chris Waters. I'm your host here on the main stage at E3 2013 for GameSpot's coverage. And joining me, repeat customer Peter Garza, Team Ninja localization producer. And you talked with Maxwell McGee earlier about Dead or Alive, but now it's Yaiba, Ninja Gaiden Z time.
Yeah, we're here to talk about Yaiba, the next big thing for Ninja Gaiden, and a new IP from a collaboration between Team Ninja and Keiji Inafune. It's ninjas, it's zombies, it's a combination that you would think people have thought about before but has never been done. And so, yeah, we're just really excited about having the chance to show this off here at E3.
And you said something a little strange. You said, Ninja Gaiden, that's a name, household name when it comes to video gaming, but you also said new IP. It's like, wait, but how did those mix? This is actually a departure for the series, something very new.
Yeah, it is. Keiji Inafune approached Ninja Gaiden, or approached Team Ninja and said, I really like Ninja Gaiden. I respect Ninja Gaiden, as a series for ages. Even, when I was back at Capcom, I would love to be able to do my own take on Ninja Gaiden. And we heard what he had to say. And even within Team Ninja, there was talk about doing a zombie ninja game. But even within Team Ninja, we didn't really have the passion for zombies and the knowledge of zombies to make it work. And so when Mr. Inafune came to us and said, hey, how about a ninja and zombie game? We were like, great timing. Yes, this is awesome.
You read our minds.
For this, it really is almost like a new IP. It does take place within the world of Ninja Gaiden, and as we just saw on the sort of the opening movie, Yaiba does face off against Ryu Hayabusa, and Ryu is the guy that cuts him in half, and he gets sort of rebuilt with these cybernetic parts, his mecha arm and cyber eye.
I like that you guys, you're introducing a new protagonist. You pit him against your old protagonist. Totally loses. It does not go well for him at all.
No, and that's really like the core of what Yaiba is wanting through this. Like, he wants his revenge against Ryu Hayabusa. And, as a new IP for the franchise, it wouldn't make sense for us to just make another Ryu Hayabusa.
Yeah.
Right? Ryu Hayabusa is like the ninja's ninja. He's cool, calm, collected, and, doesn't say a lot and will cut people down, but he's also thinking about honor and that kind of stuff. And Yaiba doesn't care anything about that. He's, he'll do whatever it takes to win. And as you'll see here when we're playing...
I'm sorry, did it just say Meat Slapper in giant cartoon letters on screen?
It did just say Meat Slapper. So you can see here, Yaiba now has grabbed a zombie with his cyber arm and was swinging him around on a chain and using the zombie as a weapon.
Weaponized zombies. What have you done, Peter?
And that's really something that comes from the core of, ninjas and zombies. And that's the core concept. We haven't been trying to think of this as a spin-off of Ninja Gaiden. It's really been ninjas and zombies. How do we make that cool? And, using zombies as weapons is something new for Inafune-san as well. Most of the zombie games that he's created have been pretty, straightforward zombies. Shambling zombies. And so now we get a chance to have a little more fun with the zombies and actually play with them as things as well. So you can see the core gameplay is slicing them down.
Sure.
And from Team Ninja's side, we're definitely trying to get a feel of Ninja Gaiden and something that will make Ninja Gaiden fans, feel at home and think of this as, yeah, this could work in Ninja Gaiden.
Yep.
But at the same time, we're not looking to make a copy of Ninja Gaiden, so the systems themselves are completely different. It is a completely new game.
So while you may preserve, the very quick, very combo-based, sort of skill-based combat at the philosophy, the way it manifests itself, the actual mechanics, that's different.
Right. So it should feel the responsiveness, right? That 60 frames per second, well, it's running at 30 frames, but the fast response from the controls that you're doing, canceling into other moves, those kind of crazy moves, that should feel like a Ninja Gaiden game. So right now we're up against the first sort of mini-boss. It's called the Shredder. And here, he just countered the Shredder's attack, and it goes into ninja time. Slows down, allows you a little time to just go buck wild on the zombie.
But it didn't say ninja time in giant cartoon letters.
It didn't, but this says nunchucks.
That does say nunchucks. Also, it says Chum Tunnel of Love in the top right-hand corner. Obviously, you guys are embracing the humorous aspect of ninjas versus zombies.
Absolutely, and that's something that, Keiji Inafune has been talking about throughout the whole process, that if you have zombies, you're going to need some humor in there. Zombie movies always have humor. Zombie games always have humor. There's something there. And so, like in this cutscene that you're seeing here, you're going to have a zombie tell another zombie to get out of the way, and of course he's a zombie, so
he's not paying attention.
Right.
He's desperate.
And so it just spat.
Oh, you broke that poor zombie's heart.
So this aspect of humor is something that we haven't been able to play with in Ninja Gaiden because it's so serious. And you know, this is our chance to sort of break out of that and to
Speaking
have
of break out, what's going on right now? Bloodlust?
Bloodlust. So this is sort of when Yaiba just goes absolutely buck wild. So he's going to sit here and jump around on a zombie.
Riding that zombie
Yes,
like a fucking bronco?
Yes, yes. And now he's back into normal. So as you do more crazy things, as you kill zombies in crazy manners, you'll build up sort of this bloodlust gauge that you'll see on the upper left. And once that's filled up, you can trigger that bloodlust to where he just moves really fast and does absolutely crazy stuff on the zombies.
Yeah, he sure does. We've got a question from the chat on twitch.tv/GameSpot from Naxerhid. It's always a nightmare trying to pronounce various people's usernames, but I think I did okay. Question, is it insanely hard like Ninja Gaiden?
So, we're not looking to make it a clone of Ninja Gaiden.
Sure.
So, again, it's going back just as ninjas and zombies, how do we make it fun?
Yeah.
There will definitely be a challenge there, and we want Ninja Gaiden fans to be able to feel a challenge. But as you see here, Ninja Gaiden, you're often faced with, 3 enemies on screen, and they can take you out at any time. Here, zombies, you have a horde of zombies, and so the gameplay is going to be different. So it's not really a one-to-one comparison, but I can say that it should offer a fun challenge for people who are used to that.
Great. Zombified. Now, is this... We're seeing the 15 hits, 16 hits, the combo meters sort of stack up. Are these exclamations that we're seeing on screen tied to that, or is that sort of because we're in an intro area that we're seeing some of those things?
The explanations are of some of the actions that you're doing. So he was just, he just torched a zombie, and so that's why he got the zombified. There are different brutal kills, different ways of executing zombies. And some of those will come up with their own screen like that. So you had zombified before when you executed the shredder and got the arms, you got the nunchucks. So they're just sort of like different sorts of brutal kills.
Certainly a lot of blood, a lot of brutality, but also within this very unique, or very distinct, I should say, art style. A lot of dark shading, a lot of sort of comic, cel-shaded sensibilities. I'm not sure if you guys have a name for the style, but how did it sort of come about? How did you settle on it?
So it was really in pretty much the initial meeting where we all got together and started talking about, okay, ninjas and zombies, what do we do? That we were trying to find some way to make the world, I guess, make a world in which people would accept ninjas and zombies like existing together, because normally they just don't.
Normally, come on, I can believe ninjas, I can believe zombies, but together?
Come on. So we were discussing that and thinking about different ways of showing the game, not in a realistic manner because there are a bunch of zombie games that are photorealistic.
Yep.
Ninja Gaiden has also been pretty realistic in rendering, and just as a way to make it stand out, and as a way to really sort of embrace that sort of unique style and the unique worldview with ninjas and zombies. That's how we came across actually The Walking Dead. And Keiji Inafune saw The Walking Dead, the comic book.
About the Telltale or the comic book games by Robert Altman.
Said,
Kirkman.
this is a great expression of zombies in comic book form. They do a great job of just doing zombie stuff.
Yeah.
And I think this would be a really good reference for something we can do.
Yeah.
And everybody heard that, and we were pretty much all on board at that time. Yeah, gene shading, this will work really well. This comic book style will really work to set us apart.
So we talking M for mature here?
Yeah, I think so.
I
think he is a little bit out of the range. But yeah, this kind of humor again, just going back to a lot of this stuff is actually coming from the developer that we're working with, and it's
by a lot of this stuff, do you mean the reign of like the underwear on fire?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Spark Unlimited, the developers that we're working with here in LA, have really brought a lot to the table in the humor. You know,
A lot of underpants to the table,
Yes.
is what you mean to say.
the underpants, the truck going in. That's
And so out of the, presumably that was some sort of gentleman's club, that comes like a giant, it looks like a bearded dwarf zombie that's
Yes.
really big.
This is our Scorcher, and you'll see him sort of belch out fireballs and
Look,
swing
those
his
ones don't have legs, but they're
cistern.
still trying really hard.
Yes.
That's adorable. I like it. Question coming in from Twitter for Aki Olkanen, wondering about unlocking new weapons or combos and that kind of progression stuff.
Yeah, we're still working on the actual progression system, but that's definitely something that we're looking into. You will be able to have new weapons. You can see on the bottom left, right now there's a fist highlighted, but as you get zombie weapons, you'll see those come up. And the zombie weapons can actually be used up because they're zombie parts and they're already sort of decaying. But you can keep, grabbing zombie parts from other zombies. And there will be, as well, for his cyber arm, you will have different abilities in addition to the chain that you can see in this demo. We're looking at different sort of cyber abilities for that arm.
I mean, you can't just have a cyber arm and not have a suite of cyber abilities.
So here we just ripped off a mortar from our Scorcher. And so we can have a little fun.
Which is its head?
Yes, which is its head. And so we can launch fireballs.
Gosh, you guys just take yourselves way too somber and serious. Honestly, lighten up a little.
Well, that's what we're really trying to have a lot of fun with it. And we think the developers and the collaboration between Team Ninja and Inafune and Spark has really paid off. And so here you can see him go into rage mode again as he bounces on the rigor mortar.
Bouncing on it like it's a pogo stick?
Yes.
I like the way he comes out, just kind of shrugs his shoulders, gets his his hood back on, and he's like, all right, back into ninja mode. Oh, good lord.
And so here we have an image of one of our bosses.
That is a real angry two-headed giant monster zombie baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see we're trying...
Oh, gross.
Within the whole, realm of zombies, we're trying some new stuff. It's
You
not
really
just
are.
shambling corpses.
That's cool. I mean, you guys are running with it, like trying to, I think that, it's easy to think of ninjas and zombies and, so many ninjas, there's so many zombies. So how do you make it new? It seems like that's sort of been at the core of the Yaiba development is how do you take these concepts that many people have explored before, even your own teams,
right,
and make it fresh?
Yeah, that really has been the core discussion since the beginning. How do we keep it fresh? How do we keep it new? And how do we keep it, just fun? There's got to be something fun. It's a new action game that's coming out, and we really hope that people will have just a lot of fun with it.
Very cool, Peter. Well, thank you so much for coming by and showing off Yaiba, Ninja Gaiden Z. Give us the deets.
It'll be on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 early 2014.
All right, Peter, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're heading back out to the show floor to check out Sony Online Entertainment, or if you like acronyms, SOE.